Greetings, my comrades, and welcome back to Zonolith. Welcome back to another brand new episode in the What If I Wrote Pokemon the Series Black and White series. Last time, Ash took on the Unova League and finally came face to face with N, and sadly lost in the finals of the league to Iris. Now, we reach the final story arc of the series, Episode Kyurem, which is going to focus on a lot of stuff from Pokemon Black and White 2 that wasn't originally covered in the journey to the Unova League and the face-off against Team Plasma. So I don't want to waste any more of your time. Welcome to the final arc of Pokemon What If I Wrote Pokemon the Series Black and White. Let's jump right into the adventure. It's been 2 months since the Unova League reached its initial conclusion, and in that time, Ash and the others have been helping the reconstruction efforts in Castelia City. The reconstruction is pretty much complete, and this is when Ash receives a call from none other than Cedric Juniper, who tells Ash he has something very urgent to discuss with him. Cedric tells Ash he's been researching around Lakanosa Town, and his discoveries potentially allude to a third dragon Pokemon, one that existed alongside Reshiram and Zekrom and has been lost to time for centuries. Cedric tells Ash that he thought he should let him know due to his connection to Zekrom and wants him to come and meet him in Lakanosa Town. With the group's goals all being complete, they decide it would probably be a good idea to head over to Lakanosa to learn more about this third Unova dragon. However, before they can head over to Lakanosa, the group is stopped by Cheren, who says he needs their help. Apparently, the Pokemon League Association approached Cheren after the battle with Team Plasma, complimenting his battling skills, and they actually offered Cheren a position as a gym leader in Aspertia City. He then tells them moving into a gym isn't exactly the easiest thing, and he needs a couple of extra hands to help set up. The group, excited for Cheren, gladly accepts his request and head to Aspertia City before heading to Lakanosa. The group arrives in Aspertia City. Cheren tells them he's going to head over to the trainer school where his gym is being constructed and that they'll begin tomorrow. Until then, Cheren tells them to get settled in and go explore the city a bit, and if they need anything, just head over to the trainer school. The group then decides to explore the city, and during this time, Ash bumps into a young man whose name is Hugh, who recognizes Ash as the Unova League finalist and tells him he was super mad when Ash lost in the finals because he was rooting for him the entire time. Apparently, he's starting his Pokemon journey and is looking for a girl by the name of Bianca, who is going to be giving him his starter Pokemon. The group, obviously knowing Bianca, decides to help Hugh find her, and after exploring the city a bit, they finally find Bianca, who is wearing a brand new outfit. She tells the group she is now officially the assistant of Professor Juniper. After taking some time to think about it, Hugh decides to choose Oshawott after being inspired by Ash's Samurott. After receiving his Pokeballs and Pokedex, he approaches Ash and begs him to have a battle with him. It would be amazing if his first opponent could be someone like him, to quickly begin a Pokemon battle. Hugh uses his brand new Oshawott and Ash uses Pikachu. Hugh tells Ash to not hold back, that he and Oshawott are going to give it all they got. Hugh, being a new trainer, automatically goes in for the offensive, using attack after attack after attack on Pikachu, who easily tanks in all the attacks. Hugh, getting frustrated, continues to use more attacks on Pikachu, either being Water Gun or Tackle, but Pikachu either dodges these or tanks the attacks. Ash then decides it's time to end this, and one Thunderbolt later, Oshawott goes down. Hugh is obviously disappointed, but still thanks Ash for the battle, and that one day Hugh will become as great of a trainer as him. Ash then tells Hugh he has a lot of potential, but he can't rely solely on offense to win a battle. With only brute force and no strategy, you're pretty much guaranteed to lose every single battle you're in. Ash tells Hugh to find a balanced team that complements one another, and then create different strategies based around those Pokemon. Hugh then thanks Ash for the advice and the battle, telling the group he's gonna go train and then fight the new gym leader in town once the gym opens. The other three come up to Ash and tell him he's really become a Pokemon trainer people can look up to, and he's matured a lot too. Ash laughs in embarrassment, saying he just told Hugh what he would do, and hopefully it works for him. But he also hopes that he doesn't try to replicate his battling style, and instead find his own unique way to battle. Silent tells Ash he can't know that yet, but tells him he certainly put Hugh on the right path. The group then says farewell to Bianca, who tells the group she has more traveling around Unova to do for research purposes. The group then heads to their hotel for the night after an eventful day in Aspertia City. A few days have passed, and the Aspertia City gym is now ready to be opened. Cheren walks out wearing his brand new gym attire, and the group tells him he looks really cool. Cheren thanks the trio, saying it was an honor to have met all of them on his journey, and that he will do his best in this next portion of his life. Hilda comes up to Cheren and tells him that even though he is no longer a director, he will always be her rival, and that she is going to get stronger and stronger. She states that once she does, she is going to come back here for another battle against Cheren. Cheren smirks, telling Hilda he will await her return and their inevitable battle between one another. Ash starts to mope due to the fact that he can't take on Cheren's gym, which causes the group to laugh, and then Silent states that it's about time they get going, because it's a long way to Verbank City, which is where they will be departing from, to Opelucid City. They're going to stop by Drayden's place and see if he knows anything about this third dragon Pokemon, and then make their way to Lacanosa from there. The group agrees and bids Cheren farewell, but then all of a sudden, the group wonders what the explosion was, and then a bunch of Aspertia City Trainer School students run up to Cheren, telling him the school is under attack. Then a group of people wearing black walk into the stadium, and Ash knows them all too well. It's Team Plasma, but this time something is different. The group wonders what Team Plasma is doing here, to which they say they are done with the pathetic message they once spread. This new Team Plasma only has a single goal, and that's to take over all of Unova using the power of Pokemon. The leader of the group commands the others to start gathering the Pokemon in the trainer school, to which the other grunts comply. Ash and the others won't let Team Plasma get away with this, and initiate a battle with this new Team Plasma. They are strong, but after everything they've been through, our group is stronger and is able to take out most of Team Plasma's Pokemon. The leader of the group is shocked, but then he recognizes Ash and starts to laugh. He says it would be his honor to destroy the one who took down their wonderful leader, Ghetsis. He then calls out a Houndoom, which he caught in Eastern Unova. Ash sends in his Pikachu, and the battle is a fierce one, but Pikachu is faster, and with this advantage, is able to land multiple hits on Houndoom, taking it out. With all their Pokemon defeated, the leader issues a retreat, and the new Team Plasma retreats. The group then wonders, why is Team Plasma back? What is their goal? And more importantly, who is their leader? We then skip to a scene on seemingly a ship. A scientist is sitting in his chair. He then wonders what the true potential of Pokemon really is, and how much strength he can pull out of a single Pokemon. He then smirks as he states that Kyurem will be his greatest masterpiece, the next step in his research. This is when we are introduced to Colress, a scientist who works for Team Plasma. He is also the leader of this new Team Plasma. Colress then pulls out a notebook from his desk, and it's then revealed to be personal notes from Ghetsis. The notes state that he will use the power of Reshiram and Zekrom to take over all of Unova. However, if this does not work, there is one other hope. He then talks about Kyurem, the ancient third dragon of Unova, and that using a machine simply known as the DNA Splicers, a dragon more powerful than Reshiram and Zekrom combined will be born. Colress then starts to laugh maniacally, stating that Ghetsis' sacrifice was not in vain, and that it was all for science. That he will continue where Ghetsis left off. He will take over all of Unova with the icy power of Kyurem, and he will do it all with science. It's now back to our group, who is currently on their way to Verbank City once again. Like I said, they'll be taking a plane to Opelucid to see if Drayden knows anything about this mysterious third dragon. However, on their way, they then stop on trail when a mysterious Pokemon comes out of the bushes. It seems to be some sort of goat, and definitely looks like a grass type. Ash takes out his Pokédex to identify it, but the dex has no data on the species. A young woman then comes out of the bushes, running to the Pokemon's side. She starts yelling at it, telling it not to run off again. She then turns to the group and says sorry if her Go-Goat caused any problems. Ash then wonders what a Go-Goat is, and Hilda and Silent don't know anything about the Pokemon either. The girl then introduces herself as Alexa and then throws a Pokeball out and introduces her partner Pokemon, Helioptile. She states that she and her Pokemon are from the Kalos region. Ash and the others have never heard of this Kalos region before or its Pokemon, but Alexa tells them all about it. She then tells them she is actually a Pokemon journalist and travels all around the world to report and write about Pokemon. She is currently in Unova to research Unovan Pokemon, which our trio finds to be really cool. Alexa then asks the trio what they're doing all the way out here, and they tell her about the ruins in Lacanosa Town. Alexa is intrigued and requests if she could travel with the group to Lacanosa Town so she can report about this third legendary dragon Pokemon. The group gladly accepts her request, and now Alexa from the Kalos region has joined our trio. Next up, the group arrives in a small town where they are hosting a Kanto region themed festival. Hilda and Silent are in awe as they see what Kanto culture is like. Meanwhile, Alexa is taking screenshots for a potential report. Meanwhile, Ash is enjoying himself and starts to reflect on his first ever Pokemon journey, and how it was his first step to becoming a Pokemon trainer. The group then goes to a presentation hosted by Professor Oak, who virtually explains the 3 Kanto starter Pokemon and displays them live on stage, which causes Ash to reminisce even more. Things then play out similar to the original episode. A Charmander gets hurt and is sent to the Pokemon Center, and the group worries about it, and luckily things work out for the Charmander. Ash then explains his story about his Charmander, or rather his Charizard, how they met, how they grew together, and how together they've taken on the greatest of opponents. After telling the group their story of Charizard, Ash decides he wants to bring Charizard back and quickly rings up Professor Oak. Ash then swaps out Unfezant for Charizard, who came from the Charcific Valley, and Charizard is back on Ash's team. However, things aren't all swell. Ash's Darmanitan comes out of its Pokeball, wanting to face the other Fire type. The two then spar, and Darmanitan, despite its strength, stands no chance against Charizard, who has had years of experience in battling legendary Pokemon even, and a lot of strong foes. Charizard ends the battle with his iconic seismic toss, and Darmanitan goes down. Ash then returns Darmanitan and tells Charizard that they need to get stronger together. Charizard then fist bumps Ash and uses his flamethrower attack on Ash once again, reminiscing from the old series, as trainer and Pokemon are reunited. Well guys, that's going to be it for this part. Next time we will do a little bit more development in the newer area of Unova, being the Aspertia and Burbank area, and then we'll go into the climax of this smaller Black and White 2 arc. Anyway guys, if you guys did enjoy the video, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on all notifications to never miss an upload, and then share these videos out there with friends so they can come here and join me for my journey. Also, please go follow me on my Twitter to see more of me. With that being said, my name is Zonolith, and I'll catch you guys next time!